Hello everyone, welcome to ChessVisor, your wise choice to improve your chess. In today's video, I'm going to show you a very nice trap called a Légal's trap, and it is also called as a Légal's mating pattern. And one more thing is that it is not only we are going to see this cheap trap. I'm going to show you another small, small attacking pattern in which you can use the same pattern that is more often going to occur in your game. So without much delay, we can straight away go into the trap. And just one more request is that if you are new here and you are watching the channel for the first time, you can subscribe the channel and press the bell icon to get notified for the future videos. And without much delay, let us start the pattern here. This is very common. I will show you how to achieve this position for as a white. So here actually you can straight away pause the video and you can try the absolute best and crushing move for white in this position. So you can take up to 5 seconds. So here the idea is very simple. We are taking advantage of the fact that the bishop is undefended. See, always the undefended bishop, it's not only the bishop, undefended pieces are going to invite the tactics on itself, right? So I have mentioned that this thing in our many videos. So here, so the idea is very simple. The bishop is hanging. So the Légal trying this beautiful trap here for the first time, that is knight takes e5. Okay. So now it is like, oh my god, what he is doing, white? Okay, because this is simply blunder, right? So we are giving up the queen for free. So if black greedily takes the queen, then there is a mate in two. Bishop takes f7 check after king e7, and then the other knight goes into the center and it's a checkmate. So beautiful mating pattern, right? So small trap. So here most of the players they may not take the queen, rather than they may take the knight itself. In that case, I'll show the other variation also. Suppose if I take here on e5, instead of taking the queen, if it takes the knight, then also no problem, because we are going to capture the bishop, and once the bishop is captured, we can give this check, and after the uh, response by black, we can simply take the knight, and we are straight away we are up a pawn in the opening itself, and we have developed or managed to develop two pieces, and we are just one move away from castling. Our pawn is going to be in the center like d4. So it is all in all a very good position for just straight out of the opening, and you can easily win this game. So here let us go back and understand so how we can achieve this position. That is more important thing. So to achieve this, we can go to the initial position. So white opens the game with the e4, and then black should play e5, and after knight f3, black goes for the typical d6. This is called Phildor's defense, and you can often see this type of opening in more of a beginner's game, if you are using leeches below 1700, or if you are a chess.com user, you can expect these type of openings from around 1600 to 13 or even 1400. So here the idea is very simple. We have to play this move, that is bishop to c4, or there is another variation is that d4, that is the main line here, but the trap we should set up here, right, with the bishop to c4. So here if black immediately plays bishop to g4, you can follow up with knight c3. We have developed three pieces now as of now, and here if black tries knight c6, we should kick the bishop away. So you may ask why we cannot do the same thing when the bishop is sitting on g4. The problem is, if we do the same thing when the bishop is on at g4, say for example, if I take the e5 pawn immediately, the problem is the knight can take and the bishop is defended. Okay, there is no option for us, then it is a losing game for white. Okay, so that is why we have to kick the bishop away. Say for example, after h3, the bishop has to go, and now the bishop is undefended. As I mentioned earlier, the bishop is now undefended. Now we can play this amazing move, that is knight takes e5. So knight takes e5 and then knight takes e5. So we can even play this variation that also I mentioned. In case if he is greedy, he can simply take and win the queen. So bishop takes f7 check, king e7, and then knight to d5 wins the game right away. So this is a small pattern. It's a really a cheap one, but what is the idea behind this pattern? So it's a legal trap, legal mating pattern. I'm going to show you one practical practical example in which you can also try this type of pattern in your game also. So here we don't have the mate, but we have the legal mating pattern. So let us understand the position first. Now the black is spinning our knight. Okay, the bishop is free to move, our queen's diagonal is open, and the pinned piece is being attacked for the second time. That's the rule, right? So now our old pattern is very simple, right? We have to take the piece which is sitting on e5. So we can simply play this move, knight takes e5. If in this position, if black captures the queen, we can simply give this check, bishop to b5 check. This is the Legal's mating. It is not a mating pattern, sorry, again and again it's coming as a mating pattern. So it should be called as a attacking pattern rather than mating pattern. So here bishop to b5 can be met with several moves. The most obvious is the pawn push. If suppose rather than the pushing the pawn, if black tries the other move, that is knight to d7, in that case we can simply take the knight and then queen has to take, and then knight takes d7, king takes d7, and we are completely winning straight out of the opening. So let us go back here in this position. Instead of blocking the check with the knight, black could try the logical c6. So here there are a lot of possible variations for white. So the obvious one is that d takes c6. Okay, so after d takes c6, now there are 4 main variations for black now. So the first one is queen c7. So in that case we can simply play c takes b7, giving the discovery, and king to d8. Even we have this knight f7 checkmate. So right, so here instead of queen c7, if we place queen d6, in that case we can simply go the same variation, c takes b7 check, king d8, bishop takes a8 with a queen, pawn takes a8 queen, and then knight takes a8, knight f7, forking the queen and the king, and after king c7, knight takes d6, king takes d6, knight takes d1. The black is completely got crushed. So let us go back and understand the other variation, that is after this c6, d takes c6, we can even try the move, black can try a6. In that case we can simply push forward with the c7, gives the discovery. After a takes b, c takes d is equal to queen, and after rook takes d8, we can simply play the move knight takes d1. Still we are better and we are winning the game. So the final variation for black is to consider capturing the pawn himself. So b takes c6. In that case we can simply play this move, bishop takes c6. After knight after knight d7, we can even play this move, king takes d1, and again it is a complete win for us. So I hope you enjoyed this trap and the mating pattern, as well as the attacking pattern which I just shown you, the Legal's mating pattern or the attacking pattern. So if you like this video, please consider liking this video, and if you are watching the video for the first time, so please subscribe to the channel and press the bell icon to get notified for the future videos. So yeah, so thanks very much for watching the video till the end, and this is Chesswiser, your wise choice to improve your chess.